They brought the world to tears in Squid Game. But behind the cameras, something else was happening. Something far more emotional, heartwarming, and surprisingly chaotic. From emotional breakdowns and tearful confessions to puppies wreaking havoc on set, the cast of this global sensation revealed a side fans never got to see. And what they shared? It's unforgettable. The chemistry among the cast wasn't just good, it was magnetic. You could feel it in every laugh, every inside joke, every spontaneous hug. Even the way they teased each other showed the kind of tight knit bond you usually only see among lifelong friends. It all started innocently enough. Cast members shared memories of their first day on set, still adjusting to time zones, nerves running high. But something shifted when they started talking about their co stars, not as actors, but as family. One cast member with a bright grin recalled how a towering seaweed cat mascot appeared out of nowhere and scared them half to death during filming. Everyone broke out laughing, reliving the moment as if it had just happened yesterday. There was something infectious about the way they reminisced, unfiltered and genuine. Then came the infamous sweet potato gag. One actor randomly confessed their love for sweet potatoes, which triggered a domino effect of laughter and mock serious banter. Just give me a sweet potato and I'll give you a sweet potato, someone joked. And from that moment on, it became a running joke. The entire set was laughing so hard, they lost count of how many takes they ruined. And just when it couldn't get any more chaotic, the puppies arrived. Yes, real puppies, small, fuzzy, and absolutely unstoppable. The second the first puppy waddled onto set, the cast completely lost control. Actors who just moments ago had been discussing intense emotional scenes were now down on the floor, cooing over a furball named Baby. "Oh, you're so cute. What's your name? Baby?" one actor repeated, like they couldn't believe the cuteness was real. The mood shifted instantly. Walls came down, seriousness melted away. Even the most composed cast members were overcome with emotion. "If you only see the puppy, you can overcome anything," one of them said softly. And it was clear they meant it. The puppies became unofficial therapy dogs, there to relieve tension, distract from the mental toll, and remind everyone that despite the darkness of the story they were telling, joy was still possible. But the puppies also brought something else: vulnerability. One actor, barely holding back tears, shared that their own dog had passed away 3 years earlier. "I miss you, Munchie," they whispered, eyes glistening. It was the kind of moment that silences a room. And it did. No one spoke for a few seconds, just letting the weight of that confession sit in the air. And yet, even in the silence, there was comfort, offered not through words, but in how the cast instinctively leaned in, offering hugs, smiles, presence. Another actor talked about how filming made them reflect deeply on their child. "I keep thinking about my son," they said. "I couldn't give him proper lines. I just told him to take it easy." It wasn't just about acting anymore. It was about life, about the little pieces of themselves they brought into every scene. Behind the jokes and games, there was fatigue, physical exhaustion. Several cast members talked about the sheer difficulty of the shoot. One recalled how jumping rope left them sore for days. Another laughed at how their body just gave out halfway through a take. "It was really hard," one admitted, "but it was also emotionally satisfying." It was as if every drop of sweat, every sore muscle, somehow gave meaning to their performance. And then came the stories that reminded everyone just how far this show had taken them. From Korea to New York, London to LA, they had gone global. "I bumped into Brooks at the Kelly Clarkson show," one actor shared. "We were both fans and we took a picture. It was surreal." Another talked about listening to Big Bang's Doom Data while commuting to set, using it as a way to stay mentally grounded. "It helped me keep going," they said. "It's funny how music can do that." There were also surreal moments with props. The masks, the red suits, the iconic doll. Everyone wanted to take something home. And some did. "I wanted to steal it, but I couldn't," one said with a laugh. "So I asked, and they gave it to me as a gift." That mask now sits on a display at home, a reminder of a journey they'll never forget. And just when you thought the emotional roller coaster was over, one actor revealed something truly heartbreaking. "Even my mom said she was upset with me," they said, referring to a particularly intense scene. It was a reminder that while the show may be fiction, the emotional consequences were very real for them, for their families, and for the fans who lived through it with them. Even the fans played a huge role in keeping the cast motivated. One actor spoke about a fan who made an entire song about ice cream just for them. "Thank you for making it so perfect," they said sincerely. "Thank you." By the end of the shoot, the cast wasn't ready to say goodbye. "Is this really the final episode?" one asked, half joking, half hopeful. The show had become more than just a job. It had become a piece of who they were. And even now, long after filming wrapped, they carry those memories. The laughter, the sweet potatoes, the sore muscles, the missed dogs, the long nights, the fan letters, the confessions, the chaos, the puppies. Because behind the survival games, the plot twists, and the chilling masks, there were people, real people, with real stories. And maybe, just maybe, that's what made Squid Game so unforgettable in the first place. Because while the world watched them fight for survival, behind the scenes they were simply learning how to live. So if you ever wondered what it was really like on set, now you know. It wasn't just a game. It was a journey of pain and joy, of tears and laughter, of chaos and calm, a journey with puppies. And that made all the difference. So drop a comment and hit that like and subscribe for more thank you.